Hello, my name's Michael Conneely and this is video 6 for our September 2021 Star Wheel Astrology and Healing newsletter. And you can see a list of all the videos and all the blogs on our September page on my Star Wheel Astrology website. So this video 6 is entitled Mars Energies Are Irate and Frustrated in September 2021. Now, as at the start of the month, Mars is closing steadily to an exact conjunction with the Sun that finally occurs on October the 7th at 20 degrees Virgo. And the important thing to be aware of is that Mars and the Sun are a violent combination, but also that the Sun combusts any planet that is near it. And so here we have a Mars that is weakened and super irritated about that. So there is actually a blog supporting all the 7 videos, and you can have a look in the blog at what the Sun does to Mars in terms of Rashi Avashtas, a table showing how the planets treat each other on that day or in any natal chart. And if you look at that Rashi Avashtas table, look at the Mars column and then look at the row across from the Sun to where it intersects with the Mars column. In the Mars column you'll see a black figure showing the planet's raw strength, 300 points. But if you look across the row from the Sun, you'll see that the Sun on the 7th of October 2021, the day of the exact combust, the Sun brings 526 negative points to Mars, knocking Mars' strength down, his manifesting strength down to a disastrous -163 point score. So this is a fascinating demonstration showing part of what I'm talking about. And remember, Mars can be a planet of anger, and Mars doesn't like being so frustrated at expressing himself because of being so swamped and controlled by the Sun at this time, running up to October the 7th. But it's important to note next that Mars is combusted by the Sun to varying degrees through the month of September. Now Mars represents strength to fight. Mars represents anger within us. Mars represents courage, willpower, principle and discipline. But when Mars is combust, it just goes into frustration, irritation, aggression. Combust Mars feels frustrated. He doesn't feel as powerful, tough or courageous enough as he is. This is a very fiery combination. It's agitated, impulsive, competitive and excessive and downright dangerous behaviours. And this applies on the level of each of us as individuals and in our relationships, and also at the level of countries. Now the rule, astrologically speaking, is that Mars becomes combust when it's within 17 degrees to either side of the Sun. But here we're talking at a start orb of 12 degrees to the side of the Sun on the 1st of September, narrowing to exact 0 degrees between them on October the 7th. Mars has 0 dignity while he's transiting in Leo, but when Mars enters Virgo, it drops to -2 dignity. So here's the actual September detail and the lowdown for you to be aware of. On September the 1st, Mars starts out the month at 27 degrees Vedic Leo. Sun, meanwhile, starts September at 15 degrees Vedic Leo, so the gap between them at the start of September is 12 degrees. And this combination is all in the sign Leo, all about pride and power. So it will be a very valuable energy, except it will be so cloaked and contextualized by the aggression and irritation and anger. And of course Mars's innate strength is ruined by the connection. But the next development is that Mars enters Virgo by the end of the first week in September, on the 6th of September. So there's a big change of emphasis in Mars expression from Leo to Virgo. The Sun follows Mars, of course. Sun enters Virgo 11 days later on the 17th of September. Now on the 17th of September, Mars is at 7 Virgo. And in fact, the gap between them has dropped from 12 degrees at the beginning of the month to now 10 degrees. Now the sign of Virgo is all about communication and ideas, so this is the area where Mars will be especially expressing himself in September, but of course he's got these problems. Could even make dreadful expression of himself, of you or of me, if we're not careful. Now Virgo is the sign of health, healing and right living, so it's very possible that this irritated presence in Virgo will prompt a coronavirus resurgence from, let's say, the 17th of September, but I believe for a short time. And because Mars is in Virgo, studying health and healing, then equally ways of dealing with the coronavirus and the mutations may be found at the same time. I don't feel it'll last so long. Okay, and as I said before, a week later on October the 7th, Mars and the Sun are both exactly conjunct at 20 Virgo. October the 7th. So, September is certainly a time to watch for managing your irritations, your aggressions and your frustrations. September is certainly a time to watch for keeping a calm and focused energy in your work and your relationship and with your family and so forth. But from the 6th of September, Mars in Virgo energy might come more easily to you in the area of communication and ideas, and might have some component of healing to that. September is absolutely definitely a month to watch for anger, irritation, mental chaos. Choose the issues you must make a stand on carefully if you're going to make a stand. Be so careful not to be aggressive in communication. And just as a final point, in terms of nakshatras, Mars starts the month in Uttara Phalguni nakshatra ruled by the Sun. Mars then enters Hasta on the 21st of September. So if you want an astrology reading for me, a natal chart interpretation and or a prediction astrology, go to the buy page of my Star Wheel Astrology website and I'd be very glad to meet you. I do wonderful reports and readings. Thank you so much.